Hello everybody, Joe Bagdunce here, and welcome back, or welcome for the first time, for a brand new series. That's right, finally, after all this time, after finishing Alternative back in sometime last year. Oh my god, it's been a while. It's been a hot second. It's probably been since like August, September since we finished Alternative. Ugh. Yeah, that's right, finally getting on to Unlimited the day after. Double O, first one. Even though I haven't put it in the thumbnail that it's the first one. I just put the day after because I tried to get the texture gradient that's on like the Unlimited the day after part onto like the 00. It just didn't work. My Photoshop skills are not good enough to be able to do that. Even making that fucking shit post of a thumbnail into a thing was pretty brutal, and it's raining pretty hard outside. I can hear it through the roof of my sunroom. Also some pretty loud thunder outside, so hopefully, my power doesn't cut out, because I don't trust the electricity grid near here, considering the transformer exploded last summer down my street for no reason. But I guess that's a good thing, because at least now I know it's brand new. So hopefully the grid holds. Fingers crossed. What do I know about this? I know a couple things about the day after, just from osmosis of being on anime boards and fucking on fucking trolling around the Muv-Love thread, but I know a couple things. I know Kurogane is a thing. I know you can't trust the French. I know that fuckboy's back. Anyway, I also noticed that she has an M1 Garand, which is an interesting choice, but considering she's in dress blues, it's probably, fucking ceremonial or whatever. Even though the M1 is a fantastic rifle. I played with them a bunch when I was in the Honor Guard, even though we used M4s and not M4s, M14s in our actual ceremonies. We did have a couple M1s lying around for parades, which unfortunately they had the breech welded shut, so we couldn't actually load rounds into them and use them. But hey, they were still fun to fucking tinker with. And I also noticed that they have U.S. Air Force roundel on that TSF, which, I guess the Air Force doesn't exist as in an independent branch in this timeline, considering, Beta laser class probably just fucking wrapped up into Army Air Corps and just doing strictly mobility stuff. But anyway, Marines, ew, gross, fucking soggy soldiers. Let's fucking get in here and find out what the fuck is going on. So what's the status of the timeline? Well, Alternative 5. I recognize this! The fate of all mankind rests on the success of this military operation, the largest in human history. After a relentless 30-year-long struggle against the Beta, humanity has been driven into a corner with no options left, and desperate for survival, mankind has decided to abandon the planet Earth while launching a final counteroffensive. Yeah, in which a fucking banger ED plays, Operation Babylon. I didn't cry at the end of Unlimited, but I felt it. While most of the human race would stay behind, hundreds of thousands of hand-picked representatives were chosen to be part of the immigrant fleet, site set on the Bernard star system, 5.6 light-years away in the constellation the fleet hopes to continue humanity's history into the depths of space. With hope in their hearts, the travelers sail into the abyss, believing a new Earth to settle awaits them at the end of their long voyage. I'm pretty sure that's the constellation with the guy that's holding, the severed snake. I just can't pronounce it. Sorry. Greek is beyond me. With unwavering faith, they wait for news of mankind's victory, and to hear humanity has reclaimed its dominion over the blue sphere we all call home. It's way too early in the morning for them to be making me read this quickly. It's 3 a.m. and I just woke up. And so, their voices rise as one. Wistfully staring at the light of a faraway star, they sing in the song that echoes through the depths of space. Song of a Distant Earth. Hey, that's the name of the fucking ending track of Unlimited. Again, really good song. "5 days before the day." What day? The departure day, or Oh god, it's a different fucking UI. Oh god, that's throwing me for a loop. I guess that makes sense, Marduk. That's also Babylonian, you know, Operation Babylon. Well, I guess Babylon's the counteroffensive on Earth and not the, you know, fucking the fleet. Unless the immigrant fleet is also technically part of Operation Babylon.
以降の返信が彼らに届くのは何年後だ。重力勾配航行に入った場合、通信は双方向ともに非常に困難かつ不安定です。期間周期に数ヶ月後から数年後までの幅があります。
Fucking space time field mumbo jumbo.
最も確実なのは船団が目的地に到着するその時。地球時間において約60年後になります。ならば。今送信する必要はあるまい。5.9 光年、54年後の返信で十分だ。
Yeah.
こちらから互いの商法か。分の悪い賭けに乗せられた側の最後の強がりといったところだな。北米航空宇宙防衛司令部より国連統合参謀会議へ。マルドゥークはバビロンの鍵を得たり。了解。マルドゥークはバビロンの鍵を得たり。繰り返す。マルドゥークはバビロンの鍵を得たり。諸君、いよいよだ。人類は間もなく勝利し、この地球は再興する。60年後では
Big words, especially considering we know the state of affairs for Alternative 5 to be enacted. It's looking pretty rough.
緑あふれるユーラシアを。司令、国連統合参謀会議より返電。バビロンの扉は開かれる。
Gilgamesh. Okay.
貴様。諸君。
Unless this is the fucking super G-bomb bombardment. Nice. Achievement unlocked. That's right. Ooh, 91st day after. Ugh, things are gonna be looking rough. That's right. I actually pay for my VNs if I'm doing a series on them, and I'm able to. Looking at you, Moon, and One. But I own, like, all the other key stuff, so I'm gonna say that I'm allowed to do that. As I look at my, like, I think it's the 10th or 15th year anniversary box set that has, like, all of Key's VNs in it, that I have on my shelf back there. The world stands still. Once again, I soar beneath the unchanging skies. Cool, but who are you? I know there's a whole suite of different protagonists. Yeah. I don't know about that color. Teal isn't my thing. Smooth and gentle does it. Excellent. No problem so far. Where are you? That's very white. Oh, that'd explain it. Salt. Ugh. Will. Yeah, fucking... You gotta be gentle with the stick. I say that because people are too fucking rough with the stick or don't know what they're doing and they fail their fucking flight check and then I have to go up there and do it properly and be like, no, you actually have to hold the stick, otherwise the force transducers fucking won't be picking up that you're trying to move it and then it'll fail the pre-flight check. You can't grab the shaft, you gotta grab the top. I'm doing a bang-up job out here, and she's still treating me like I'm some pimple-faced kid. Story of my life. McManus! I like the hair, though. Oh no, but if he has voice lines, there's not much for me to do. Oh no. I can't say I'm a fan of mindless small talk, but this sort of mission is so tedious, I'll take any distraction I can get. Yummy. Endless coastline and salt flats that stretch out forever. A world that is utterly devoid of any traces of human civilization. It's a depressing sight. No two ways around it. You're still a lieutenant, my guy. You know, that's... One up isn't like, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, technically you're my superior, but come on, man. Especially still fucking way down there at, oh god, I forget my commissioned officer grades. Company grade? Field grade? I don't know. Fucking bottom of the barrel.
何を期待してたか知らないが、私は何も変わらん方が安心するね。すべては予想の範疇内。なべてよはこともなしってな。しかし、お前のセリフもわからんでもない。最近はお船も網にかからんが、これっきりで打ち止めとは思いたくないからね。諦めたくないんですよ。
Nah, who does?
だからこそ、私らはここにいる。でも忘れるんじゃないよ。
So what's that like? Is that being picked up on an OBS? Yeah, it is. Like right below the D of don't at the end on the right there. Looks like there's some chutzpah that got left in like the font or something. Yeah, ugh. I'll just ignore that. I do want to go back home in one piece, but I can't help wishing our recon flights were less uneventful sometimes. It's not to say that I intend to go out of my way to look for trouble. I'm frustrated, not suicidal. Yeah, you want to feel like you're actually doing something. It's just that, yeah, it's there under the T, too. In this world of nothingness, finding someone would make all the difference. Okay, yeah, but we still don't know where we are.
オートマッパーができて随分楽になったもんだ。メルビナ様々だ。写真並べてお絵描きするのはもううんざりだからね。
Ugh. Matching the marked coordinates with the images caught by the optical camera after returning to base, drawing a map of this never-ending coastline by hand. Disgusting. It's the closest thing to torture. Especially the fact that there's like a paradox where if you want to get the coastline as accurate as possible, it's essentially impossible because the length of the coastline just keeps increasing exponentially. Basically, if you try to get like every accurate little curvature of it, you eventually reach a point where it's like impossible, and you just have to fucking throw your hands up and be like, this is good enough, an approximation. Otherwise, like, actually fucking like going inch by inch to get every accurate curvature, it's like almost literally impossible. I mean, yeah, it's less that they're particularly good at it and more there's just such an extremely fucking high population that there's a greater percentage of them that are, you know, able to be good at it. You know, by luck of the draw or just fucking hard study. Australia has taken in many refugees from India, but they're being treated just as bad as those who sought asylum in the United States. Actually, it's even worse over there. The Australian government wants to put the most talented refugees to work, but deep-seated racism is a barrier that can't be overcome overnight. Yeah, Australia doesn't have the best track record with immigration. I want to say it wasn't until, like, the early 1900s that they pretty much let anyone in who you know, wasn't white. Before then, it's like, well, you gotta be like fucking Anglo, and that's it. See you later. Everyone else, goodbye.
人間追い詰められると縄張り意識が強くなるっていうか、んなもん気にしてもどうしようもないんだけどね。もう。
そうですね。皮肉な話です。
よし、そろそろ設置ポイントだ。この地形なら少し内陸に寄せるべきか。内部室続け。
内部室了解。
Well, if anything, they've at least made the fucking TSF sliding around look a little bit nicer than you know, some of the I'm not gonna say jank that was in like fucking Unlimited Alternative, but you know, there was some room for improvement. The bedrock seems to be stable, and the terrain's right for the device too.
中継機下ろせ。慎重にやんな。メルの薄い胸を撫でるようにジェントルにだ。痛くするなよ。
手元狂わす気満々じゃないですか。だいたい作戦中ですよ、注意。
Yeah, who cares?
回ってるんですから。
But I know where the circuit breaker is for the cockpit flight recorder, and I make sure to pull that before I do any fucking shenanigans that I'm not supposed to do.
なんだ、まだやってなかったのか？どうでかお前。
That's the great part about that stuff being my components, is I'm just able to be like, let me just... There we go. This is how we're gonna do it off the books.
そんな関係じゃないです。疑われたら彼女に迷惑ですよ。
別にメルが聞いているわけじゃあるまいし。
Yeah.
US マリンがこれぐらいで動じるな。
Only thing Marines are good for is fucking and killing. Only problem is that they tend to be the locals around the base in foreign countries where they're stationed that they do both of those too, which is really bad. Always a walking HR nightmare, this one. Good thing our conversation won't reach Mel. I'd be a dead man if she heard.
俺どうした？復唱しろ、ウィル少尉。
はい、マム。同日、ジェントルに設置します。
Is your last name Will, or are you guys on a first name basis? I wonder if Lieutenant Rosenberg also had to put up with her antics all the time. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with being on a first name basis, especially if you're like coworkers and peers. It's just that, you know, no one's called me by my first name except my fucking family in the past 8 years, so yeah, whenever I hear it, it's weird. Though I occasionally have to be on the lookout for it, like if I'm going places, like the fucking doctors. I have 2 last names. No, not like I'm Hispanic and I have like a chain of last names. My first name is also something that's commonly a last name, so whenever I write it down, people get confused and they don't know which one's the last name, so I have to have my fucking ears open for like my first name. It's a pain in the ass. Playing attendance, some check.
こっちでも軌道を確認した。何かしら拾ってくれりゃいいけどね。
世の中鍋てこと
Yeah, what even are those things?
じゃなかったんですか？
そりゃ設置するまでの話だ。わざわざ推進剤吹かして据え付けたんだ。
Yep, ain't that the truth?
ネイビーの連中にも顔が立つ。違うかい？
俺はもちろんそう思ってますよ。
All it takes is a single hit for this dull mission to pay off. That's why we carry these relays and hope for the best. Because if we find something, it would be more than worth the effort. What is this something you're looking for? The U.S. Marine Corps, TSF Squadron, VMF 318. Black Knives never gives up.
まったく、ステイツの正規母艦様がこんなものに頼らなきゃいけないとはね。
低軌道衛星がなきゃどうし
Ooh, that was a little fucking crunchy.
GPS が生きてるだけマシです。
Surveying uncharted lands like we're some sort of old school explorers. See the world, they said. Well, Captain, there ain't shit to see around here. Yep, that's how they get you. See the world, but the fucking world's like 70% water, so, you know, have fun looking at the ocean, fucker.
さすがにメルもうちの装備になると関与できないみたいですが。
Not when the carrier's equipment is a treasure trove of classified information. Official US policy states nobody from the UN forces, and in our case, anyone from the Australian Navy, is to lay a single finger on the JFK's equipment. Blows my mind Command is still being so stubborn, even knowing we could use all the hands we can get.
噂を聞く限りだと、あれは技術士官総出で取り組んでも無理だそうですよ。
技術の方は特に人手が足りないしね。ああも派手にへし折れてりゃ当然か。アイランドが陸のアイランドってのは胸くそ悪い冗談だな、ウィル。
Sounds like things aren't going the best over there.
冷めて冗談だったらと思わない日はないですよ。
The island is one of the ship's command centers, where the bulk of our radars and communications antennas are located. Now that it's FUBAR, the data link isn't functioning correctly. Good old fucked up beyond all repair. As a result, we have to work ourselves to the bone. As far as jokes go, this one's killer, in the most literal sense of the word. We need to find something, anything.
起動完了しました。交代機モードで中継開始しま。
Ooh.
隊長、これってまさか。
ビンゴだウィル。本当に一発で拾ったぞ。
Nice.
よーし、上出来だ。座標が入ってる。
Seems the only information this distress, there we go, signal carries is a rescue request and some GPS coordinates.
こちらからのコールは受信しないようです。自動ビーコンです。
Whatever. We need to investigate this right now.
オーケー。十分航続圏内だな。行ってみりゃわかる。
Hell yeah, we're doing this!
内部1よりソルティベース。
Salty base. Good call signs.
ソルティベースより内部1、感度良好。
中継機 E7 の設置を完了。直後に救難信号を受信した。繰り返す。救難信号だ。進出可能半径内につき、内部両機による直接確認の許可を願う。
了解。こちらでも E7 経由で信号を受信。
Woohoo.
座標も確認した。許可あ
内部
ります。
1了解。急いで頼むよ。ウィル、発進準備だ。
了解。
What a waste of time. Of course they're gonna say
ソ
yes.
ルティベースより内部1、内部両機による直接確認を許可する。生きていれば1ヶ月ぶりの朗報だ。
Yeah, try not to fucking blow him up by accident. There we go.
内部1了解。頼まれたよ。
ライブス、いつでも行けます。
オーケー。焦ってアンテナ蹴倒すんじゃないよ。
But please don't. Okay, whew, thought it fucking froze there. Mildly concerned. God, I hope we find a survivor.
内部1より内部2。ウィル、念のために言っておく。過剰な期待をするんじゃないよ。
Expect the best, so that, expect the worst, so that way you'll never be disappointed.
内部2了解。
She's not wrong, it's just a beacon. I shouldn't be surprised if it turns out to be nothing but an automated distress signal. Maybe we'll get to recover some poor guy's remains, but that won't even be the worst case scenario. Like finding a whole empty ship drifting ashore with its crew missing. Enough of that. Stop expecting the worst. Don't jinx it. Yeah, there definitely is something up with this font type where there's fucking, like, artifacting below some of the characters. All I want is to find a survivor. How the hell could that be asking for too much? 'Cause shit's real fucked, my guy. Oh god, I don't know enough about my fucking TSF designs. What are they flying? Are those F-15s? I'll have to fucking read through the codex later and fucking get familiar with all the different types. Either that or fucking start playing Mikhail more often, but with the state of that game, that's asking for a lot. Ooh, that one was a little... You know, just fucking static JPEG. Woo! Never could get used to this altitude. Even today, I still feel my asshole clench. Back when the laser class were still a threat, it was suicide to fly this high. Oh, did fucking Babylon fucking rip through the... like, completely get rid of the laser class? Or, like, make them a non-factor? Nowadays, you're supposed to fly at this altitude, even outside the training exercises. Increase your height, and the horizon will stretch out further. It's an easy way to improve our communication range, and the only one we have these days.
相手が出たら得意のジョークを披露しとけ。
了解って隊長ジョークは召喚の得意とするところではありません。
Every soldier is an ambassador. Fucking do your thing.
お前の得て増えてなんだ聞いてないんだよ。
Even though he's a marine and not a soldier, I know, I know.
みな。信号強度から見てもでかい船じゃない。救命ボートか何かだ。
そういうことですか。了解。
分かったか。言ってみな。
は、相手はごく少数。あ
Mhm.
るいは単独。何日、いや、何週間孤立してたかも不明。音声が途切れれば、それだけで不安を与えると思われます。
Put on your big reaffirming smile. It's not like I've ever been in a shipwreck myself, but it doesn't take a genius to imagine it has to be a rather stressful experience. You need to keep a conversation going. That's emergency response 101. Don't stop talking, not even for a second.
そういうことだ。一発で正解ならリコリスキャンディーをくれてやったのにな。
I actually like licorice. I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way for it, but, you know, I'm not one of those people who's completely opposed to it. Especially black licorice. But that's just because I'm a fucking crazy person who has old man taste. Like, I drink black coffee. Fucking, I like black licorice. I smoke a pipe. Only once a day, though, because I know tobacco's bad for you. And I don't want to get addicted because I have a family history of being, predisposed to cancer. So, stay healthy, kids. Don't smoke. Don't drink. There was no need to play 20 questions, but I guess this is the commander's way of telling me I still have much to learn.
面目ありません。音声通信を開始します。
Please, someone respond.
こちら
Yep. Put on your good radio voice.
戦闘機体ブラックナイブス救難信号を受信しました。聞こえていたら応答願います。こちらアメリカ海兵隊第318戦術歩行戦闘機体ブラックナイブス救難信号を受信しました。聞こえていたら応答願います。
No response. Should be well within communications range at this point. Maybe whoever sent the signal isn't replying because they're unconscious?
繰り返します。こちら
I mean, either that or they just might not have, like, transmit capabilities. It could just be a fucking outgoing beacon.
救難信号を受信しました。聞こえていたら応答願います。
Ah, fuck. I really don't want it to be an unmanned boat. Please, someone answer me.
マスター、こっち第26。
ナイブスは音声に反応あり続けます。
Ooh, and it's a goal.
こちらアメリカ海兵隊第318戦術歩行戦闘機隊所属機聞こえています。繰り返しを
Coming in pretty broken and unreadable. Holy shit, she's still alive. She seems to be in decent physical condition. Stable enough to disclose her affiliation coordinates at the very least. Okay, let's do this.
音声が不明瞭ですがそちらの座標は確認しています。現在接近中。引き続きこのチャンネルで続けてください。
了解。
Second lieutenant.
無線がだいぶへばってるね。こりゃ相当運のいいお嬢ちゃんだ。今日逃してたら発見できなかったかもしれないよ。
Nope, probably not.
こっちもあっちもラッキーですよ。生きてさえいれば助けられる。
I used to think all we've been doing these past few days was for nothing, but now all our hard work will pay off. Anyway, time to focus. I need to ensure this rescue operation's success is a success.
そちらに接近中。少尉、その場所に留まっていてください。
第26。
Wait, I'm sure I've heard that part before. And right after that, she said her name.
対象は繰り返し名乗りを入れてきています。こっちの
It could be automated.
当然向こうにすりゃ最後の瞬間まで本当に会
Hear that, she's just repeating the same thing, hoping that you get different parts of it, then you're able to piece it together. Yeah. She's been drifting for weeks. Other distant ships must have passed her by at this point without noticing her lifeboat.
万が一を考えりゃせめて名前だけでもってことさ。ビルボ、もう少し女心を勉強しな。
こういうのに女も男もないでしょ。
だったらなおさらだな。
Yeah, be the strapping hero to go out there and save her.
了解です。
I see your point, but there's no way I'm gonna settle for learning nothing but her name. I'll save her. I don't care what it takes. I'll save her.
少尉、まもなく
Alright, you little fucking hero.
このまま通信を。
Yep, that sure is a fucking lifeboat. There she is.
対象を望遠で確認。そっちはどうだい？
こちらでも確認しました。
She's got to be on that lifeboat. And I see she's used marking paint. Good thinking. Sure, she's on land, but anything that makes it easier to navigate this area helps.
素晴らしいね。お待ちかねの変わり映えする眺めじゃないか。
最高ですよ。誰かがまだ生きている。これ以上の話はない。
She's alive. And as long as that's the case, she has a fighting chance. The rest is up to us.
いいセリフだ、ウィルバート。着陸。
Wilbert! No wonder he goes by fucking Will.
よし。一旦海上に出てから右旋回。一度フライパスして周囲を確認する。ジェット氷を当てんじゃないよ。距離100で着地。視脚歩行接近。
ライブ数了解。距離100で着地。視脚歩行にて接近します。
Remember, focus. You gotta read on the terrain, and the situation is the situation is TSF piloting 101. Gotta read on the terrain and the situation. Okay, sure. The Earth isn't exactly stable these days. The ground where that lifeboat has drifted ashore could fall into the sea as soon as my TSF lands. All the more reason to be careful. This place kind of looks like a beach, so I'm 99% sure it'll be fine. I'll be damned if I screwed this up because of some rookie mistake. Booba. There's a survivor. Holy shit, a real survivor. Am I peeking my mic there? I kind of am. Let me move it back, and then I'll move back a bit so that way I'm not fucking blowing out people's fucking eardrums.
1よりソルティベース対象を発見した。乗員数名規模の救命艇の模様。
So,
また目視で
only one though?
生存者1名を確認した。これより保護する。
ソルティベースよりナイブス1。生存者確認了解。引きの強さはさすがだな。
任せときな。帰ったらあんたもカードでむしってやるよ。
Looks like the survivor is still strong enough to leave the boat. She's worse for wear, of course, but her condition doesn't seem that serious. I've seen the lieutenant's luck in action before, but it doesn't get any less surprising. If this really is her doing, she just pulled off a miracle. Yeah, I have pretty bad luck, so I don't go on missions very often. Fucking hitting birds, like fucking leaving our base and getting stuck in Fort Benning for a couple days waiting for a new radome, blowing our tire in Kabul. While the fucking Taliban is surrounding the airport. Ooh, that was a spicy one, but I got a medal for it, so hey.
了解。大丈夫ですか？
Hello, potential love interest. So it would seem. I can scarcely believe it. This never-ending sea, the one person we managed to stumble upon is another Marine. One under a lucky star my ass. This kind of thing is downright supernatural.
マリンだって？おやまあ本当だ。マリンで、しかも英士かい。神の導きも捨てたもんじゃないね。
Big Mama's over the moon. She's not the only one. The Marine Corps is like a band of brothers and sisters. She's like family to us.
ありがとう。 ございます。私は
おい、
ああ、そのまま座ってな。無理するんじゃないよ。
Yeah, you probably need some fucking fresh water.
強化装備の
Want a granola bar?
はさすがに切れてるね。お嬢ちゃん、何日目だい？
漂流してからは5日目で、
Oof.
水分は十分取ってると思います。
5 days. As long as she had enough water to drink, her life shouldn't be in danger. That's good.
ちょっと待ってな。今こっちのスーツとつなぐからね。
すみません。
いいんだよ。この広い海のど真ん中でマリーンのお仲間に出会えたんだ。感謝ならマリア様にしときな。
Is she cold? The sun's blazing down on us, but she's still shaking slightly. Maybe she's come down with a fever?
注意。毛布出しておきますか。
今体温を調べてる。どっちにしても強化装備を戦術機につないでやる方が早いだろう。
Mm-hmm.
バイタル、そっちにも回すよ。軽く発熱してるか。
To be expected.
けど、この程度なら感染症の心配はなさそうだね。
Seems I was right. Good thing it's nothing too serious. Because I have no idea what we could have possibly done in that case.
ウィル、輸液はいいからドリンクパックよこしな。
Yeah, get her some fucking Powerade. You got it.
はい。どうぞ。飲まれますか。
So that's fucking septic tank drink.
ありがとう。
簡易バイタルチェックをかけてるけど、外傷もないみたいだし、気管まで差し迫った問題はなさそうね。
よかった。もう大丈夫ですよ。
Alright, she can get in, but remember, no one rides for free. You're either paying fucking for cash, ass, or grass. Fucking choose. Or gas. I couldn't quite catch her last name.
第26
Oh no! They're fucking back to the terrible salutes.
リリア・
Fuck!
セルベリ少尉です。座ったまま失礼します。
Gelberg. Cool. I'm gonna assume the J is silent because I'm bad with pronunciations.
第318海兵戦術機隊
Ugh.
ギルバート・コリンズ少尉です。
同じくダリル・マクマナス中尉だ。今は二人とも
At
ネイ
least
ビー
hers
の
is
第三
okay.
母艦好きだ
Not
け
the
どね。
best, but still.
第三母艦。
Hers is bad. Her salute's just fucking downright awful.
助かった。
Yeah, I wonder about that. Anyone would think everything's gonna be just dandy after hearing you're being picked up by the United States TSF carrier. And to be fair, she would be right in any other time. As things stand, though, she's only half right.
そっちの第26ってことはフィリピンからかい？船は？
あ、そうだ。こんな話してる場合じゃ。
What?
すみません。捜索隊の手配お願いします。他にも救命艇が脱出してるはずなんです。
Whoa there, cowboy. She's crazy if she thinks we can just summon a search party out of thin air.
だから無理するなって言ってるだろう。一体どうしたんだい？
船はネイビーのシアトルで脱出してたんですが、機関部をやられて漂流してたんです。
Yeah, but how?
補給艦でしたから物資には困らなかったんですが、5日前に嵐で。
That'll explain it. Talk about out of the frying pan into the fire. She'd already been drifting for so long. Then a storm? God damn.
もともと浸水区画が多かったんで、許容力を超えたんだと思います。それで一気に浸水が進んで、とっさに強化装備を掴んで救命艇に飛び乗るのがやっとで。でも他にも何隻かボートが展開したのは目撃してるんです。他の救命艇はすぐに離れてはぐれてしまいましたけど。
You say that, but... she's right. A supply ship has to be equipped with multiple lifeboats, no matter how small it is. Even so, I can't share her optimism.
お願いです。今から捜索すればきっとまだ。
I I better let the commander break the bad news to her. It should be easier to accept the truth when it's coming from a superior officer.
すまないんだけどね。捜索隊は出せないんだよ。
Not enough supplies.
私らの推進剤もそろそろ余裕がない。今日はお嬢ちゃんを乗せて戻るのがやっとなんだよ。
だったら簡
Gonna
単
be
に
fucking gliding in on fumes.
母艦に報告は入れてるよ。今頃向こうでも検討はしてるだろうさ。気持ちはわからないでも。
私なら大丈夫ですから。
She's being stubborn, and I really can't blame her. Just think about it. Rescued by a carrier's TSF detachment when your friends are still out there, it's only natural to get your hopes up. But reality is going to come crashing down on her sooner or later. It's about time I say my piece.
母艦の方でもそう簡単に戦術機を出すわけにはいかないんだ。
Yeah, it sounds like they're fucking scraping the barrel as it
どうし
is.
て同じマリーの命がかかってるんですよ。関西ヘリとか近隣の基地に要請とかいろいろ。
ヘリはもうないし、要請もできない。
そんな、だって JFK は。
Yeah, and everyone's pretty much at the rope's end. She deserves to hear the whole story.
私らも漂流の身なのさ。シェルベリ少尉よりははるかにマシだろうけどね。
嘘。じゃあ、まさか。
Does the JFK have a nuclear reactor? I think it does. As soon as she saw a glimmer of hope, the commander and I smashed into a million pieces. Can't even begin to imagine how painful that must be. But at the very least, her life isn't in danger anymore. I hope that counts for something.
よくやったよ。あんたは仲間の分まで生き抜いたんだ。
Survive!
ここからすぐのところに中継機も設置してある。ここらに救命艇が近づけば確実に拾えるから安心しな。
どういうことですか？中継機。
輸送艦に乗ってたなら、あの時から通信障害には気づいてただろう。あれは今も続いてるんだ。
Yeah, what's with that? Communications are steadily getting worse. No one's really got any idea what's causing this phenomenon, but it killed their long-distance communication capabilities for good. Well, I imagine it's fallout from the G-bombs, probably fucking with the Earth's, like, magnetic and gravitational fields. That's the reason we're out here, playing Lewis and Clark on giant robots.
ウィルの言ってることは本当だよ。どのみち、中継機が信号を拾わなきゃ捜索は無理なのさ。このだだっ広い海域に数機ポッチの戦術機じゃね。
捜索は。
Mm-hmm. Wait and hope.
推進剤も無駄にはできないんだ。すまない。本当に。
I feel awful. God knows I'd want us to be out there searching, but we just can't.
まずは船に戻るよ。話はそれからだ。いいね。
了解です。
I sure hope she does. You'll feel better after a fucking hot meal in the shower. Maybe not in that exact order, but...
乗員は他になし。生存者は US マリーン第26海兵戦術機構軍所属リリア・シェルベリ少尉。若干の衰弱はあるがバイタルに問題なし。戦術機にて搬送可能。データ転送する。
ソルティベース了解。医療チームにデータを回す。
Hey, that's just one more hand to help fucking patch up the boat, so, nice.
ナイブス1了解。これより祈祷する。さてと。ウィルバート・ D ・コリンズ少尉。
はっ。
シェルベリ少尉を貴様の機体に乗せて差し上げろ。
Thanks for playing wingman.
はっ。はっ。
Are you serious, Commander? Do you realize what you're asking of me right now?
なんだウィル。何か文句でもあるのかい？
はっ。いえ。その。
Okay, they're flying F-18s. Makes sense that they're a carrier-based unit. Man, the fucking Navy works their F-18s hard. Fucking, I've seen them do touch and goes at our airport sometimes. Well, back when I was at Fairchild. They'd fucking fly over from Whidbey Island if they had bad weather over in Seattle. They fucking smack the runway hard. I know their landing gears are fucking built to, you know, do that specifically because, you know, landing on a carrier, you don't have 2 miles of runway to just fucking slowly get your wheels down and slow down. You gotta fucking smack the deck, grab the fucking grounding wire, and just... But man, fucking, especially watching them compared to like a 22 or something, who they'll take like a fucking mile to land. They'll like land 1,000 feet.
それがどうした？
いやだからそのシェルベリ少尉を運ぶのであればハーネス固定で召喚の膝を
Okay, and?
その通りだな。
Yeah, get fucking butt to nuts. Let's go.
そのこのようなケースは女性同士の方がよろしい。
却下する。
This is sexual harassment!
隊長機のコックピットを塞ごうとはいい度胸じゃないか、コリンズ少尉。
いえ、俺は決してそんな。
No, she'd feel much safer, you know, surrounded by your big, strong arms.
大体私は見ての通りでね。
Yeah, it'd make a seating arrangement a little tricky. Full body.
人を乗せるにはちょっと窮屈なのさ。
You're more aerodynamic. I'm done here. Once the idea's gotten in her head, Commander Darrell. Darrell? Always sticks to her guns. Is that how you pronounce it? Darrell? Let's find out. Because I'm bad with names. I just always see them, and my brain fucking autocorrects. Can you give me a pronunciation, Google? Por favor? No? It's some fucking TV show, I guess. Or, I guess there was a film in 1985 called Darrell. Interesting. Okay, Google. Help me out. Here we go. Howtopronounce.com. My favorite. Saved my fucking life in, Adoration. There we go. All the fucking German. Daryl. Alright, I guess you're Daryl. Not a very, feminine name, but what do I know? Wish I could tell what she's thinking, but I'd rather spare myself the headache. Guess I'd better suck it up and move things along.
OK、コリンズ少尉。上官の心優しい説明を理解した上で命令を復唱したまえ。
アイマム。召喚の機体にてシェルベリ少尉を搬送します。
よろしい。さあ急ぐよ。日が暮れちまう。
She's right. We've got no time to waste. I need to prepare myself mentally. Don't make it weird. I've been thinking this from the beginning, but man, she's pretty cute. And she'll be sitting on my lap. And she hasn't bathed in 5 days. Mind out of the gutter, me. This is a rescue operation, nothing more.
そんなわけでシェルベリ少尉立てますか？
大丈夫。あ、ちょっと肩借りますね。
Yeah, you're probably a little fucking wobbly if you've been in one on the sea for God knows how long, and you know, two just been fucking on water and survival rations for the past week. She's leaning more of her weight on me than I expected. Lieutenant Gelberg must not have any life-threatening injuries, but the exhaustion has certainly taken a toll on her. You know what? Because I have pronunciation.com open, I'll see how her name is pronounced too. Because, yeah, ew, K into J? Disgusting. My fucking Anglo brain is not able to comprehend. You gonna play it for me?
Kielburg.
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 So it's like Kia. Okay, Kielburg. There we go. So there's a little bit of J, a very soft J. Kielburg. Anyway, let's get our fortified suit connected to my TSF ASAP. Stuttering over my words. Cause there'll be a girl sitting on our lap. Yeah, if you say so. She has to sit in front of me, or she can't use the harness. Ah, shit. I have no idea what Big Mom is thinking. I know she loves teasing me, but something tells me this isn't the right time to stock up on fresh material.
どうしたんですか?
Huh? What? What did I do?
シートロック完了してますよね?
Yeah, she's right. Okay, let's try not to get lost in my thoughts again.
なんだ。ちょっと待ってくれ。今最終確認中だ。
はい。
She's looking somewhat pale. I guess that's to be expected after 5 days out at sea. That's all the more reason to focus on the task at hand. I know the commander wants to get a rise out of me, but I have to keep my cool now.
すまない。待たせたね。ベルトにテンションがかかってるから、体重とか気にしないで安心して座ってくれ。
She's not sitting down? What's the matter?
どうした?
なんでもないわよ。
There's no time to be a fucking prude.
おう。
And why is she angry now? Did I say something to piss her off?
悪いけど、こんな状態だから全力で座らせてもらうからね。
What? Okay. Oh, so that's what's bothering her.
だから大丈夫だって。どんなに重くても俺には負担にならないから。
You're implying that she's heavy.
あのね。
なんだ?
You know, there's you could be a little more delicate about it.
なんでもないわ。
What's gotten into her? She must be more exhausted than I thought. Well, clearly not too exhausted if she still has fucking the time to style her hair into those buns. Well, whatever. I'd better make this quick.
ナイブス1よりナイブス2。何をトロトロやってるんだい。準備はできたのか?
Ah, crap. I've seen this before. She's gonna tell me I have 40 seconds to get done, and if I don't, she'll completely lose her shit.
ナイブス2よりナイブス1。ハーネス固定完了しました。これより予備コネクタ接続します。
There we go.
40秒で支度しな。
了解。
Called it. Let's see. The cable I need for the spare connector should be somewhere around here.
ちょっとケーブルつなげよう。
Oh, what did I do now?
ごめん。どこかいたんだ。
そうじゃなくて。
He literally told you. A little warning? I told her I was plugging it in, didn't I? It's just me, or has she been acting kind of weird since she boarded my TSF?
電源いってるはずなんだけど。
大丈夫。映像も来てるわ。
OK。これで保温機能も戻るはずだし、楽になると思うよ。
そうね。
Yeah, I probably wanted some nice insulation if you're gonna be fucking flying at high altitudes, because my god, does it get fucking cold up there. Like really cold. I didn't realize how cold it got until I had to take a gasket out of like the fucking bottom of a Boeing once. One, Boeings, there's like no room in the cargo compartment underneath. It's like 2 feet wide, and then it like kind of slopes up, because it's the underside of a cylinder. And then the ceiling's only like 3 feet off the ground, so you have to fucking crab walk with it. But the thing was like fucking frosted to the floor. So, you know, you can fucking put like some perishables in your luggage, and if it's like going on a flight, you know, you don't gotta worry about it. It'll be fucking just fine. And then sleeping on the floor of the 17s when they're fucking going across the ocean there. Yeah, they get chilly. I bought a hammock for the next time I have to do that. Did I even read that? Oh god, oh god. Yeah, I didn't read it. I just completely skipped over it. That's a load off my shoulders. Thank god Lilia was wearing a fortified suit when we found her. We're gonna advance by horizontal boost jumps, so the cockpit will shake a lot. Oh god, there's fucking shit popping up everywhere. That's no big deal if you're wearing a fortified suit, but I don't see how she could have endured the trip in casual wear. With a whole lot of fucking anti-motion sickness medication.
ナイブス1了解。ギリギリ39秒ってとこだね。
1 second is all you need.
お家に向かって出発するよ。
Crisis barely averted. Good job, me. She's so close. Lieutenant Kielberg is so close.
ナイブス2、副将はどうした？何かあったのか？
Fucking Nordic ass name.
ナイブス2了解。無線が不明瞭でした。
ほう、便利な無線だな、ウィルボー。
You know, fucking G elements in the air, fucking, you know, shit's weird.
は、全くもって無線は便利であります。
Lieutenant Kielberg is in front of the commander in the back. Is in the front and the commander's in the back. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. What the hell is wrong with me? I'll be the first to admit I'm not exactly a Casanova, but I've been around plenty of women, and it's never been so awkward before. So what's going on? Is it because of the situation? Yeah, you're no fucking Silvio Orlandi, that's for sure.
それこそ女の体を。
ナイブス2了解。発進しましょうか、隊長。
What in blazes is she thinking? Can't she just give me instructions like a normal person for once? I take back what I said. I'm not the one at fault here. No, it's the commander. She can't give the goddamn innuendo a rest, and it's making the whole thing extremely hard to bear. Jesus Christ. I found this girl drifting in the middle of the ocean literally minutes ago. If there was ever a time to show some restraint, this is it.
ウィルボー、楽しいフライトになりそうだな。
Yeah, she's gonna be bouncing around. Hopefully it's not too much stimulation for your fucking cherry boy. This is awkward. Maybe I should take the initiative and try to make conversation, but I have no idea what to say. Blonde hair, huh? And she has such a narrow face. Huh? Did you say something? Oh, that was his line. Okay. Is she ignoring me? Oh, you're talking about the ground? Yeah, a whole lot of salt flats, I guess. Sounds like the ocean's retreated a bit, which is weird. Don't know why I'd do that. Yeah, slipped my mind for a second. She was adrift in the ocean. She must be clueless about the state of the land. Yeah, give us a fucking plot dump. Yeah, that's gonna make it hard to fucking reforest.
なあ、この辺りはもともと海底だったんだよ。カメラ拡大できるか？
接続は問題ない。見えてる。
そっか。
Well, I guess it could be like,
この辺りはジョンストン干渉に。
you know, G-bombs, weird gravitational effects on the Earth, you know, could be fucking pooling water in other places. Fucking ripping the ocean back. Oh, you're in the fucking ass end of nowhere. Yeah, how? Why? Man, those days were awful. You don't want to be caught dead on the deck when the wind was blowing in our direction. Probably fucking terrible for your skin, too. Ugh. It also fucking rips through fucking ships. Ships, you know, they need constant maintenance when they're at sea, because you fucking see them, they come back to port, and they're fucking rusted to hell. Tough crowd. To be honest, no one really knows for sure. This area used to be the seabed, and it was supposed to be about 16,000 feet below sea level. Ooh, I thought we were like in like coastal shallow areas, but that's a lot of water going away. Take a look at the barometric altimeter readings now, however, and you'll see we're currently flying at ground level. Ugh. Wait, I actually don't know if I'm allowed to tell her anything right now. He who turns and runs away lives to fight another day. We're both Marines here. I'm sure she'll understand when I put it that way. Oh, but man, this is getting even more awkward. I was gonna say, like, is the ship's, like, desalination plant still working? Or does that even matter, considering you're in a fucking salt flat? Oh yeah, it's been desalinated. Awesome. And it is nuclear powered. Cool. Oh, just what you love, telling a woman that she fucking stinks. Well, she has been out at sea for God knows how long, and then stuck on a lifeboat for a week. Welp. Why do I feel like I keep pushing her buttons by pure accident? Because you have no goddamn awareness. Guess it's just me. I mean, she was drifting all by herself. It's bound to be tiring to go from dead silence to being stuck with a guy that never shuts up. Oh, you haven't? Yeah. If it happens, it happens. Whoops. Of course, not like anyone could get enough sleep when your life is in immediate danger. Imminent. That must be why she's barely answering. Oh god, I'm terrible at this or what? The white noise of airplanes actually helps me sleep a lot now that I work on them a lot. Especially when you fire up the fucking APU, the auxiliary power unit. That just fucking rumbles and fucking you turn on the air and it's actually quite noisy. Like, earplugs would actually, like, help significantly if you're just fucking sitting there when it's on the ground. But it's gotten to the point where I can just fucking crash on it now with that going. It's like if your bedroom's near the highway, you just get that constant white noise of, like, fucking rumbling traffic. Her accumulated stress isn't simply going to vanish into thin air. I mean, she's been alone in the middle of the ocean for 5 days, right? During that time, she kept trying to contact someone to no avail. All while watching that little supply she had dwindle, calculating how much she would need to survive the coming days. That's like being a prisoner on death row and not knowing when your execution day was coming. Me? I would go insane. And yet, even in such a desperate situation, she didn't give up. I'm starting to think this girl's tougher than nails. Yeah, probably the first good, quote-unquote, good news in a long fucking while for these people. Oh, so we covered that much distance already. Oh no, they're still... Well, I was about to say in water, but it looks like they're fucking, like, barely afloat. how fucking shallow it is. Like, they're grounded.
あれが
A symbol of America's sheer military power and a cornerstone supporting humanity's hopes back when we took a stand against the Beta. Nowadays, in this dead world where only salt and seawater remain, it's the only safe haven we have left.
あれが俺たちのホームだ。
An Enterprise-class TSF carrier, the CVN-67 John F. Kennedy, or JFK for short. Thanks to this carrier, we're still alive. If we're on our own, we'd long be dead.
ホーム
内部スリードよりケネディコントロール管制区域に入った両機着艦許可求む
ケネディコントロール了解。着艦順序を確認する。あと君らが一番だな。
ナイブス1了解そいつはありがたいね
Yep, check wheels down, wind calm, clear to land. Though I guess they don't have wheels. Sure, it's SOP to ask for permission to land, but who even cares in this day and age? Look, man, get your fucking landing clearance and just fucking shut up and color. What are they gonna do anyways? Shoot us down? It's not like there are any TSF or aircraft out there. Then again, hearing an air traffic controller's voice still puts me at ease. I guess old habits die hard. Yep. Still have my fucking FAA certification cards in my wallet. I technically still have my air traffic control certifications. It's just, you know, I'm currently not using them. I could get out and, like, go FAA somewhere, but, you know, I'd much rather just stay in and get my fucking pension and then get another government job. Because FAA would be fine, except you don't really get to decide where you go. It's more like they fucking just farm you out. And, you know, brand new guy who hasn't fucking done controlling in like 3-4 years at this point, I would just get sent to like some fucking bumfuck nowhere dirt strip in Nebraska or something. No thanks. And God forbid you actually go to a busy airport like fucking JFK or LAX or fucking Atlanta. I would fucking brain myself. Just pow.
コントロールパッケージは内部2だ先に着艦させる
Oh, on first? I guess that makes sense.
了解した。内部2から誘導する。内部2最終進入コースに入れ。
内部数了解。リディア、着艦体制に入るわ。
She'll be safe with the harness on, but I guess but I figure I should let her know regardless.
リディ
Oh, would you look at that? She's sleeping like a baby. All the accumulated stress must have drained away the moment she saw the
内
ship.
部2着艦を許可する。
Okay then.
ア。着艦許可了解。
I'd feel terrible waking her up now. Guess I should listen to the commander. Smooth and gentle does the
内
trick.
部2よりコントロール。着艦する。
コントロール了解。
I actually don't know how they would determine which, you know, quote-unquote runway you'd be landing on with an aircraft carrier, because runways go by, you know, 360-degree compass positions, and, you know, it's a boat, so it can move. So, well, you can only land one way on it, so I guess as long as you're fucking lined up, you know, do your thing. Navy controllers are weird. There's like, specific like courses you need to go through to be like a aircraft carrier air traffic controller that's like completely different than fucking land-based air traffic. If you get into the nitty-gritty, there's like 4 or 5 different kinds of air traffic controllers with all different certifications. Home sweet home. And with the days moving by, that is where we are going to stop it here for today, because I don't want to overstay my welcome and get, like, halfway through a next scene and have this video drag on for so many long hours, because I need to break this up and make it, you know, actually possible to watch them all, because as much as I love just binging, like, 5-hour-long visual novel episodes, that's like tricky. You gotta put aside a lot of time to do that, and you know, I like to keep things bite-sized chunks. So like an hour, 2 hours, that's good. You know, towards the end of Alternative, I went close to like 3 hours sometimes. But hey, the plot was going good, and I was like in the jive, and like things were going. But now, you know, it's starting off slow. So you know, this is a good spot. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I hope to see you all next time for the next episode of Muv Love Unlimited, the day after. Got it right the first time. Hope to see you all later. Goodbye. Mwah.